Online dating has increased drastically this year thanks to COVID-19. This is what I hear. But that has created a breeding ground for what's called catfishing. So how do you keep yourself safe from this catfishing? First of all, what is catfishing? Joining us now is sexologist Dr. Nikki Goldstein. Nikki, always lovely to have you on the program. G'day and good morning.
Good morning.
Catfishing. What is catfishing?
So catfishing is when somebody is faking an identity to either abuse somebody or get money from them, or even sometimes for a lot of people, it's the thrill of being able to capture somebody in. But it doesn't always have to be a photo, because I think we've seen a lot of information with catfishing on the TV show. It's not even that somebody doesn't look the way that they are, but they could be saying that they are some other different person. They could be faking aspects of their personality for some kind of more sinister ulterior motives.
They are trying to convince a 16-year-old that they're 18 when they're indeed 48 and a creep. This is what you've got to look out for.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the more severe version of catfishing. But even something like, trying to fake some form of a relationship to then turn around and say to someone, hey, I'm really stuck at the moment financially, COVID's been really hard. Can you loan me some money? That's a huge warning sign that if somebody that you've never met online is asking you for money or somehow to help you out financially, that's where you have to question, is this person really in this for a relationship with me, or have they created this fake relationship in order for financial gains? And we see women especially targeted with this a lot.
And we've seen it, drug smuggling and things like that too, haven't we? Yeah.
But what do you do though, Nikki, if you realise you have been catfished? What's the best thing to do?
Well, I think if you're unsure, you kind of have to suss out the situation a little bit and look at, is this catfishing or am I just being paranoid? But I think our gut instinct is always very strong. If something doesn't seem right, then maybe it isn't right. So you can try and ask the person for validation about who they are, but then you have to keep in mind that if you're asking them for a LinkedIn profile or a social media profile, all those things can be faked and falsified. So if you do need to say to someone, listen, I need you to verify your identity or who you are, then maybe leave it up to them to see if they can prove to you that the facts that they are telling you, the information about themselves is real. But I think if somebody has asked you for money or they're asking you to smuggle drugs or nude photos and you think that this is something more sinister, then it's really important to report them. And in New Zealand, you guys have an organisation called NetSafe. So reaching out to these organisations to say, hey, I need to put an alert on this person, or even if they have taken money from you, it's really useful to get that advice and say, well, what do I do now? Or how do we put an alert on this profile so that doesn't happen to other people?
It's really, really good advice and a great place to leave it as well. Sexologist Dr. Nikki Goldstein, thank you so much. Always so good. That is us for today.